Sometimes in life, despite our best efforts, we start to feel like we're really regressing and not making any progress. And I am so guilty of this. It's funny because I've been feeling like I've been quote unquote behind in my life for like a while. And it's crazy because like you look at some of the circumstances of my life and stuff over the last year or so, and it's like what was I behind it? And like I was like, I don't even know. This is such an irrational thought. Like maybe behind in like one or two things, but like really not a big deal. You could take care of it. It's not a big deal, you know. And it's just really crazy to think about that. And like even when I really wasn't struggling at all, like at the beginning of a semester, it feels like I'm already like so behind, like endlessly behind. And then you look at my grades, like, what is this guy talking about? He's doing just fine. He's doing great, you know? So, anyway, this is the advice I would give given myself. The second I started feeling like pretty behind, I think it was like around May or June of last year, maybe more like July, August, end of that semester. Just felt a really big need to like push and stuff. And I was already pushing a lot, but anyway, the three things are don't get swallowed up in the score, enjoy the team you have around you, and have some talks with Big Mo. We're going to talk about each one. On this podcast, we talk about self care, building our best lives, and overall just celebrating the journey. If that's something you're into, definitely follow the podcast. We have interviews coming out every Monday and little talks that I have about life every Thursday. It's kind of the schedule we're doing. And it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it a lot. And we're getting more of you guys on the podcast, people that listen to the show. So thankful for that. Thankful for your support. Let's just jump right into it. I think it's so easy in life to get swallowed up in scoreboards and stuff that really don't matter. I think of people that have been struggling for years and years and years and years and years about things. It's probably because there's this scoreboard that says 5,125 to 72. And they're like worried and they're upset about something that happened 2 decades ago. And all they really need to do is reset the scoreboard. And obviously, it's not always that easy. But if you really think about it, we're really just competing with ourselves. And so we can reset the scoreboard. With me, I've been thinking of like why I've been feeling so behind. A lot of it is it's like, okay, I need to have this much money made. I need to have this product made. I need to have all this stuff made. If I don't have that, then it's just I'm wasting my time. And it's such a lie, obviously. But anyway, it just kind of gets you thinking. A couple of real good thoughts of this. Besides resetting the score, remember that there are new seasons of your life coming up very soon. It is getting a lot warmer here in Rexburg. I'm graduating in T minus like 14 days. What? And I will have a very nice break from just everything. It'll be so nice. I'm going to be recording the podcast ahead of time and a lot of other stuff. And I'm really pumped for it. And so, like, with the new seasons of life, there's just new opportunities, new settings, and all of this will affect your mind differently, affect the ideas you get. I mean, there's so many things to look forward to, and a lot of them are just if you can not get lost in that scoreboard. Because, like, you still have your team, you still have other stuff to look forward to and to appreciate, and you have this moment. Like, even if you lose this game, life is not about winning one game. It's about learning and moving forward as you are navigating a war, which is a ton of different games. And of course, life is about so many other things than that. But a lot of it is just that all these little wins are going to lead to big wins. And even if you take a little loss, it doesn't mean you're going to take a big loss. No, that's irrational thinking. Oh, because I slept in on this day, now I'm going to fail college. No, I slept in. I don't know. I remember sleeping in one very poignant day my first semester, and I just wrote a letter to myself like, Dallin, we are not going to do this. This is not what we're here to do. And it's okay. It's okay that this happened, but let's talk about this. And, the same thing goes with you in your life. Like, you can be like, hey, this scoreboard that we've been using to measure our progress and overall success in life, it's unhealthy. It's not helping. Let's chuck it. Let's get a new referee. let's get a new scoreboard. Let's get one that only goes up to 10 and then we have to reset the score with something else. I don't know. There's so many different things. But find some way so you're not getting swallowed up in the score. And I think of like Jonah and the whale. When Jonah got swallowed up by the whale, he was completely stuck in the whale until the whale spit him out, completely unable to get out. And so if you're getting swallowed up in anything, make sure it's something good, because if you're swallowed up in the score or lack of making baskets, that's really not good, because like how are you going to get out, you know? And on the other hand, if you are so swallowed up in something good, then like you are pretty much set. Like you just got to keep on re-loving that thing and continue to move forward. There's a really wonderful quote that I really like. It's talking about marriage, but it says, choose your love your choice. And I think loving your choice really comes to getting swallowed up in the person, the thing you're doing, so you can continue to move forward and just not getting swallowed up in the scoreboard. Get swallowed up in really good things. It's all about what you get swallowed up in. It really, really is. Number two, enjoy the team you have around you. You have no idea how long these people are going to be around you. I had a person my very first semester who I love dearly pass away. Rest in peace, Juanito. He's just such a wonderful person, but I didn't know what was going to happen. You know, we enjoyed our times playing basketball together, and this is obviously very, very, very personal, but I thought I would just share it. Just like, it's changed forever how I see who is on my team and how I see just people when I walk around every day. You literally have no idea what they're going through unless they like share some things with you, and like you need to just be compassionate, because you have no idea. Anything can change, anything can happen. With Juanito, he drowned. You know, he went to this like party thing, and we don't know. I don't really know what happened. And you know, I just think of my last moments with him and everything. And same thing of like the game that you're in right now. Don't throw your shoe at a teammate. Love them. Continue to move forward. Even if you lose the game again, who cares? I mean, winning obviously is important, but learning is really, really important too. There are new seasons of your life just ahead. And remembering that a lot of the people that are on your team right now, you're probably going to have on your team in the future. And maybe the people that you're playing against right now might even be on your team in the future. You literally don't know. Life is so unpredictably amazing. You just have no idea what's going to happen. I met Bella last semester, and she's just that caring person that was really kind and reached out to me and brought over cookies and stuff. And now she's like my girlfriend, and I tell her so much, and it's so wonderful. And the role that she's playing in my life has completely like shifted. Now she's like a much more like, you know, now we're like passing the ball to each other a lot more and taking shots together and setting each other up for awesome plays and everything. And it's great. But last semester, like, there really wasn't, I didn't really, like, we were friends, but I didn't really like see her very much. You know, I met her towards the middle-ish end of the semester. And then she asked me out this semester, and I was like, you know, she's cool, you know. And then, but I wasn't like, I'm like, I want to just graduate. But it's led to this wonderful thing. So enjoy the team you have around you. Learn as much as you can, because they can teach you so much, and you have no idea how much they can help you in the future. I could go on and on about this. There's been teachers that I might not have loved a ton, but then later they played a real impact and helped me a lot. And, well, there's teachers that I've talked with in class, and then after the class ends, we keep in touch. They take me out to lunch. We do all kinds of fun stuff. And you just, when the season ends, that doesn't mean you write off everybody. No, I mean, you respect those connections you made and trust your heart, trust your instincts. Like, if you got a really good feeling about somebody, then I would probably keep in touch with them. You have no idea what they're going to do in the future. And I could go on and on about this. I really could. But seriously, just enjoy the team you have around you. Know it's going to change. And yeah, if you need to, you can create your own team. You totally can. The power is in you to do that, always. Number three, we have some talks with Big Mo. So Big Mo is this concept of building momentum that's talked about. What book is it? It's talked about in a number of books that I've read, but one of them, I think it was like Peaks and Valleys, and it talks about how when you are really consistent at something, eventually this guy named Big Mo is going to start to kind of peer over his corner and walk over his mountain and look at you and be like, okay, he's getting pretty consistent. And once you start building that consistency, it compounds and it gets more and more beautiful, the results, more and more impactful. And it honestly just carries you because you're so consistent. You likely have some momentum with habits that are not super good. If you are, again, really too swelled up in your scoreboard, that's really not a good habit. And if you're not taking any more shots, like that's not good, you know. But you can take really small risks that are gonna help you and just move forward. Lately, I've been studying less in my apartment because I realized it hasn't been super useful, like at least this semester. And so I've been booking out the study room more, and I've been going to the library more, which hasn't always been super productive, but lately I've been doing it. And I've been trying to do anything to hold on to that momentum so I can give Big Mo a fist bump as I'm putting in work and as I'm, getting consistency going. Yeah, so it's never too late to make a change. I mean, it's like I'm literally graduating like 12 days and I just started booking the study room more and so I can like study with people for my accounting class and it's good. I mean, you just take those actions and your heart will follow. And there's that really really cool quote from The Magic of Thinking Big that says if you want to think confidently, act confidently. It's not very looking at the scoreboard and just oh man, I wasted my third quarter or whatever. That is not very confident thinking. It just isn't. It really doesn't help. And yeah, it's not going to help. But talking with Big Mo, like just taking some time to be like, all right, so what are some of the things that I can start doing consistently that are really going to help me out? Lately, I've been juggling more, which just helped me be happier. I've been trying to practice more gratitude. I've been trying to spend as much time as possible with Bella. All of that stuff really helps me build momentum and just overall improve how I see myself. As if I can see myself as somebody that is able to get a lot of momentum with multiple things, maybe not a ton of different things, but multiple things, then that is huge. And all of a sudden I'm starting to change how I see myself in my overall script that's being written in my head and whatever. So then when I'm, having a rough time, hopefully I'm thinking more about the momentum the momentum I'm building and not structures that I may not have kept building. You can always start something new. You can always start building momentum with those new habits again. And sometimes like just be willing to experiment. Like, I've been trying to watch little church videos before I go to bed now and just help me sleep better. And it's an experiment. And experiments can lead to big momentum. You just have to have those talks with yourself so you can move forward and so you can get some real momentum going. Some of the most exciting moments in sports are when somebody hasn't given up and the game is so far away from the other team winning and somebody still believes and they get some momentum and it builds and it builds and all of a sudden they are up by 2 points and there's 2 seconds remaining and the other team is dumbfounded. Well, what happened was they lost momentum. They're like, oh yeah, we're doing just fine. We're ahead by 25 with 5 minutes left. We're going to win. No, that's not guaranteed. Success is not fatal, or success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. There's no guarantee of this. So the clock is still ticking. The final buzzer is not gone off yet. You're doing just fine. I would talk with yourself, have some conversations with Big Mo about these things so you can reroute yourself and be able to move forward and make the most of whatever quarter of life you're in. And that's helped me a lot. And that's it. So we talked about not getting swallowed up in the score, enjoying the team you have around you, and having some talks with Big Mo. I have struggled so much with this in the last 6 or 7 months. There is no way to describe it. I think if I had this episode, it would have helped me a lot, a lot, a lot. But now that I'm doing it now, it's like, okay, I have learned a lot from this. So much of this was in my head, but it's given me a lot to move forward. And the nice thing of things being in your head is like, I mean, it's not true. I can look back and be like, okay, I can put something else in my head. Some reason that was in my head. Like there was a new season of Dallin that came out and it really wasn't that good. Like this new sitcom of Dallin, and it was like, I don't know. It just wasn't. It wasn't Dallin. It wasn't Dallin. And we're cutting it. We're cutting it. We're canceling it. It's over. We're starting a new one. But there was other shows going on that were also super great, and we love them. Like Spiritual Dallin and Basketball Dallin and Podcast Dallin. Those are classics. We love those. And Helping People Dallin. It's another good show. But other ones like Dallin is falling behind, Dallin is losing it. Those are not great shows, but sometimes they get a lot of attention. But yeah, we're canceling them. So fun little bonus spot for you there. Thank you so much for listening. New interview coming up on Monday. And I'm going to try to get out the other interview tomorrow. We will see. We'll do our best. And because we're trying to hit 200 episodes before I graduate, which very possible. But anyway, thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to heal today. It'll be a better. Check out the links in the show notes. Definitely reach out to me on Instagram. Probably not Instagram. Reach out to me over LinkedIn or email or something, and I would love to. If you'd like to, like, seriously get in touch with me on LinkedIn or at Yield Today with Dallin podcast on Instagram, and I'd love to talk, love to help out however I can, and I just wish you the best with whatever you're trying to finish, whatever you're struggling with, because that's probably why you clicked on this episode, because you're feeling a little behind, and just know you're not alone. You can always reset the score and get a new restart. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for listening. You're doing better than you think you are. Don't forget to heal today, and it'll be a better tomorrow.